Now let's move on to the third and final topic of today. The wise are those who remember death. The one among us who remembers death is actually improving his life. Remembering death brings about some beautiful changes within a person. The heart softens, deeds become righteous, love for the world decreases, and life's priorities change. Allah Almighty says,
كل نفس ذائقة الموت ثم إلينا ترجعون.
Meaning every soul will taste death, then to us you will all be returned. In this verse, Allah Almighty states that every soul has to taste death, meaning that death is an inevitable reality. And again, to us will be returned means that man will be brought to account for his deeds. This verse reminds us that human death is a certain reality. It cannot be avoided, nor can it be averted, so life should be viewed from this perspective. Hadith. Remember much the destroyer of pleasures here? The destroyer of pleasures refers to death. Books where it is narrated. Sunan al-Tirmidhi Hadith number 2307. Sunan Ibn Majah Hadith number 4258. Mesnad Ahmad Hadith number 7925 or 7741 in some copies. Sahih Ibn Hibban. There's a narration of this hadith. Archive of Islam Hadith Great Sheikh al-Tirmidhi said, Hazan Garib, i.e. a good hadith, but rarely heard. It is declared authentic in Ibn Baz's Hashia Balo al-Maram Hadith. Those who remember death the most and prepare for what comes after it are the wise. Narrator. This hadith was narrated from Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him. Book. Ibn Majah's Sunan Hadith No. 4259. Hadith status. Some hadith scholars, for example, Al-Albani, declared it as Hasan. Explanation. Thus, his hadith states that the believer who remembers death the most and prepares for the hereafter is the wise one. That is, both remembering death and preparing for the hereafter are signs of wisdom. 5 clear benefits of remembering death. The heart becomes soft is when a person thinks that one day he has to stand before Allah. Then the hardness of the heart automatically starts breaking. Pride, anger, ego, all this starts decreasing. A person becomes humble, becomes forgiving, and this gentleness brings us closer to heaven. Deeds start becoming correct. The idea of death forces a person to take account of every deed he does. Then he thinks, am I doing this action for Allah or to show people? This thought purifies the actions, purifies the intention. It makes every step of a person straight towards the hereafter. Love of the world decreases. The things of the world seem good. But when a person remembers death, he realizes that all these things are temporary. Money, things, fame, all of these will be left behind in an instant. Then a person's priorities change. The world seems less important, and the hereafter seems more important. The concept of the grave and the hereafter remains alive. The mention of death keeps the hereafter alive in the heart. Then a person understands the reality of the grave, feels the questions of the hereafter, and tries to live his life with the intention that tomorrow there will be light in the grave too. And the path to the path will also be easy. Peace, order, and right priorities in life. He who remembers death, a strange peace comes into his life. He is not worried about small things. He is not burdened by the words of people. He takes because he knows. The real destination is somewhere else. Such people are more organized, stronger, and more peaceful.